Okay, welcome everybody to the next super stock TenBagger live chat. Todd, good evening. Container guys, I'm doing great. We're back at the headquarters, Global Wall Street Reporter, global headquarters. So tonight we're going to start off with a couple of stocks which are kind of interesting. These are kind of, this is not our usual penny stocks, which were, making great again, making penny stocks great again. We're going to be looking at the charts of a couple of mainstream stocks, which are, pretty hot right now. Peloton, LuluLemon, Facebook, Hemi's in the mountain. So, yeah, so what's interesting about these three companies, Peloton, LuluLemon, Facebook, these three stocks really represent what's the decline of the Western world. I mean, can you imagine a bicycle, sitting on a bicycle that goes to nowhere, paying what is that bike, the Peloton bike cost? I think it's a couple of grand. Is it $1,500 at least? They get these and the LuluLemon clothes. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous. Facebook, Instagram. I mean, this is Instagram. What is that all about? It's just pure narcissism. It is ridiculous stuff. But so let's find out. Let's find out what these stocks are all about. Are these things go to zero? Is this decline? Is Peloton is this the beginning of the decline of the Western world? I actually think it is. Okay, so by the way, if you're not on our Telegram channel, definitely join. Also, we are on Discord, Wall Street Reporter. We got some money-making stocks today. I think we got some people who made a lot of money today. A couple of other stocks we've been talking about. We'll get into those in a second. Add your comments if you're making money. Oh, we also have Super Chat. We just added a new feature, Super Chat. So you can actually press a button and you can make a contribution. We can, for the cigar fund, you can, I don't know, donate $1 or 99, whatever it is. I don't really care. But it would be kind of interesting. So PKK, we're definitely going to be talking about PKK tonight. I like the PKK chart. Peak FinTech has a great looking chart today. We're going to be talking about that in just a second. But let's first talk about our clickbait, the clickbait. Okay, so Peloton. This is like the most useless company in the world. I mean, when you think about it, they're making bikes, indoor bicycles. You're looking at a screen. I mean, why don't if you want to get some exercise, why don't you just get on a bike, right outside in, what are you afraid of, some rain? Are you afraid of, getting run over by a truck? That's part of life. I mean, this company represents, essentially, I think their demographic is people like in Santa Monica, LA, Newport Beach. Maybe not Newport, but it's basically the Southern California, lazy Californians. You're not going to see people from Detroit riding Peloton bikes. I can tell you that much. Okay, so let's look at the chart. Is Peloton going to crash? Is this thing complete disaster? Let's look at this chart. So we had this kind of a little bottom here. We're at $16. Went to 135, so $120, minus 30%. So yeah, you got a little pullback here. I have bad news for you. I really believe Peloton is actually going to make new highs. I hate to say this. You got this kind of pennant forming here. It's breaking out. Today was the breakout day, and I believe, from looking at this chart, that Peloton could hit. I really hate to say this because I despise this company so much and the people who ride these bikes, but it's actually, I think this could be a $250 stock. $250. Ooh. But don't hate the don't this is it. You gotta yeah. Peloton, lazy rich people who think they're exercising. Yeah, it's the most ridiculous thing. I mean, why don't you just ride a bike outside? Doesn't make any sense. Peloton is actually trading at roughly 10 times revenues going forward. I think it's kind of ridiculous. I mean, it's basically it's a little bit overhyped, but the chart looks like it's going up. Forget about what you and I think about the fundamentals on this thing. This thing is just looks like it wants to go up, just like some of our other stocks, which we're going to talk about, which are actually much better risk reward propositions. Stocks that want to go up: Fans Unite, Peak FinTech, CloudMD. Exactly, Dwight. It's a cheap bike, a Chinese-made bike with an iPad. You can buy an iPad for $20, a used iPad. I mean, it's ridiculous. This has got to be the greatest scam ever, pulled. But the company is, I just looked at the financials. They're actually doing a couple billion a year in sales. I can't believe it. It's amazing. This thing is going up. It's going higher. Okay, so let's go to an interesting stock. Here's another company. I actually despise this company and everything they stand for. Although I do have to say, they do, the girls who wear those yoga pants, the LuluLemon, it does help. Okay, so the LuluLemon, this thing here, again, look at this. You had this kind of reverse head and shoulders formation at $120. The stock is $360. And the trend is up. The trend is up. It is not going down. Their financials are amazing. I mean, these guys are like, they're making these clothes. I mean, they're having they're running slave factories in China or Bangladesh. They're making these yoga pants for like 18 cents. They have like 5-year-old kids making them. And they sell for, I don't know, what is it, $100, whatever it is. The margins are amazing. I mean, this is the guy who runs this company is an absolute marketing genius. Absolute marketing genius. Look at this chart. I mean, this thing is just okay, so let's see. Bottom here, 100, 120. Yeah, I mean, this could be a $600 stock very soon. But here's what's interesting. This is fascinating. I just read this. I was doing my research. LuluLemon bought a company called Mirror, which I've actually seen their ads. I think I've seen their ads on TV. Mirror is basically like a Peloton, but it's a mirror, and it's got the iPad built in, and you can do exercise. So you have a class, and but it's on the mirror, so you actually see yourself. So to me, I think this, and LuluLemon bought this company for like $300 or $500 million recently. The founder, the CEO of this company, is a very attractive lady, or girl. Whatever. She's like, I think she's like in her 30s. Check it out. She's like a solid 7. I think she was a ballerina, which I'm not into the ballerinas. They're like a little too tall and weird. But she's very good looking, and she's probably worth a couple $100 million now. She speaks Russian, which is I speak, and I'm available. So Ms. Mirror, I'm looking for a woman, worth a couple $100 million who could, take care of me. Dwight, you own Lulu at $70. It's amazing. This company is like a money machine. It really, their financials are incredible. I can't imagine a clothing company can make such money. Yeah, no, I don't understand. It's basically a status thing. I don't know if it's a quality product or not. I can't really tell you. I'm not sure. I think it's kind of like a brand. It's just like a status. You join this thing. It's kind of like, you buy the pants and you feel like you're like a supermodel, I guess, or whatever. You're spiritual. They try to sell the whole spiritual enlightenment. I mean, their market is just the Western consumer who wants to feel spiritually enlightened by doing yoga, and they reach nirvana, I guess. But yeah, this thing is going up. It's amazing. And here is the incredible thing. This mirror product. I mean, just from my basic understanding of it, I think this has much more legs than the bike, because it's a much wider audience. I mean, you could do all sorts of exercise in front of the mirror. I mean, like, you talk about yoga, you can do, I don't know, kickboxing, you can do weight, whatever it is. It's unlimited. Whereas a bike is just a bike. You sit on the bike, and who wants to have a bike sitting in their middle of their apartment or whatever, their house? The mirror is very sleek. I mean, it's absolute genius. I mean, this is like absolute brilliant. And I got to tell you, this guy, the LuluLemon CEO, this guy's an absolute genius. Not only does he have crazy margins with his product, now essentially it's a tech company. It's such a win-win. It's amazing. Again, I don't care for anything what they do, but you have to. Yeah. You should file a class action lawsuit against LuluLemon. I think somebody should do that. No, really, it's real. It's a they should be sued. Dwight shopped at LuluLemon. You've never seen anybody in the Peloton store. I think they have a couple stores. I know they have a couple stores out there, right? But from what I understand, their big thing is they're doing so the leverage they get is the monthly memberships, right? So they have these. I think they're building a huge studio. They're gonna have people doing the spin classes or whatever it is that they're doing, and that's gonna be that whole thing. But look, this is a fad. I think the spinning, the bike, it's a total fad. It's like rollerblades. Does anybody remember rollerblading in the 90s? Tonal mirrors, yoga classes, tonal. You can wait. Okay, I have no idea. I mean, to me, I thought they both the same thing. Tonal mirror, it's the same. I guess it's yeah. I love Vancouver. Actually, Montreal, great. Montreal, Vancouver, great food. Yeah, this is any excuse. I would love to go, but they're not letting the Americans in right now. Okay, so these are the two stocks. Let's look at the third stock in the three. These are the three satanic stocks here. Okay, so you got Facebook, purveyor of Instagram here. Again, this thing just it's kind of pivoting off this base here. I think we're going to see new highs in Facebook. I hate to tell you guys, it's going to be a $400, $500 stock. Yep. Sorry. Let me see Facebook 3-year chart, and then we'll go into some real money making stuff. Forget about this. Yeah, I'm only doing these stocks. This is just like clickbait, you know that. Yeah, Facebook doesn't want to go down. I got to tell you. Now, let's go back to Tesla. I'm glad whoever asked me about Tesla the other day. So Tesla had a little fall off today, right? Down $18, down 3%. Okay. And how about NIO? NIO down 6.5%. So Tesla, yeah. So basically, if you would have done the ratio trade that I discussed, you're long. Let's say, I'm giving an example. Let's say you're long, 1 share of Tesla and you're short 10 shares of NIO. You'd be crushing it because you get the exposure to the best of breed in the electric vehicle space, and you're hedged because you. I mean, you could probably hedge a whole basket of these things. You can short like a ratio of like Electromechanica, SOLO. You can short that. You can short Nikola. All these like e-cars. You can short those guys and be long Tesla. Tesla is the best of breed. Whatever that's kind of the reality. So let's go to Dwight. You asked about Tesla. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, Tesla. Man, Dwight, this is we're gonna have Dwight. We're gonna have to have you on our next live stream. You got some winning stocks here. You got the big cap stocks. It's actually impressive that you play in both of these worlds. You do the big caps and you do the penny stocks. You sold Nikola. Send me Dwight. Send me an email. We're gonna have you on the next live stream. This is pretty impressive. Unless it's all BS. We don't know. Well, you're gonna have to see the earlier comment I said about Facebook. I think Facebook is going to new highs. Unfortunately, unfortunately, it is going to new highs. Okay. Okay, so let's go to today's market action in. I'm going to pull up PKK first, and they're going to be back on our next live stream Thursday. We have a live stream tomorrow, 12:30. We're going to have ICANN, ICAN. That's the marijuana company. They roll joints, machines that roll joints, and we're going to have ESC Entertainment. It's a debut. That stock is up in a monster move today. Make sure you go to wallstreetreporter.com for our latest news, live streams, and of course our Discord channel. We've got a lot of chat going on there. CBDT, we're going to talk about it tonight. They're going to be on Thursday. We're going to have CBDT back Thursday. I think they're going to have some action. We'll talk about Doc. Yeah, got a solid position. That makes sense. What do? You do like Dwight? You do like 90%. You do 90% in big caps, 10% in the micro caps. What's the ratio that you do? I'm curious. Okay, so let's go to this chart. Amazing chart. I am so glad that this gap got filled. Wow. I'm actually very happy that today the stock was down because it is getting ready for a monster move. I mean, it already broke out. I mean, you guys saw that. So it's already up. Basically, it's almost up double in the last 10 days since we were talking about this breakout. I am so happy that this gap got filled and just perfectly. Let's take a look at the 10-day chart so you can kind of see what's happening short term. So here we go. Here's the gap filling. So it came down today. There's some you got some profit taking, bounces back towards the end of the day. Let's look at the 1-day chart of PKK, Peak Fintech, PKKFF. Okay, here you go. So you had a sell-off today in the morning. Profit taking from last week of the monster move. Towards the end of the day, you had a bounce back. It wasn't nothing crazy. It wasn't like some major bullish event. So it's not like this is a sure thing. But to me, this is very bullish price action. The gap got filled. And I expect we're going to see new highs in Peak Fintech this week. Let's look at the CBDT. You asked about CBDT. We'll be back. Nice move today. The stock looked like it wanted to go up. It gapped up. They had some positive news. You had some, kind of a battle between the Bulls and the Bears. It came back, but it came back. It settled down to a decent position. Again, you have this you see this little kind of key reversal. So I think we're going to see the stock break 10 cents at the end of the week. A very high probability of that. Let's look at Visby. Sorry I didn't mention it the other day. I know people were asking. I forgot. I mean, we got so many stocks. Yeah. It broke out. It's been kind of battling it out. Today, not a super bullish day. I would say this is not a very bullish looking chart, but let's take a look at the 10-day here. Actually, this 10-day chart looks good. I think it was like a reversal happened towards the end of the day. Let's see what happens tomorrow. I think if the stock closes above 25 cents, we're going to be in full bull mode. You're trying to buy CB 7 cents. That's it was 5 cents a couple days ago. Yeah, you gotta act. You gotta act when these things are cheap. You gotta buy these stocks when you're afraid. That's the time. Dwight is a long PKK. Dwight, if you're a long PKK, that gives me a good feeling because it looks like you've had some pretty significant winners. So I like I like to follow the smart money. So I'm following what you're doing. PKK, yes, PKK. I believe is about to. I think PKK is going to double this month. Dwight, what do you think? Is PKK going to double? Cloud is going to blow up and destroy. I agree. We're going to talk about cloud next. Let's see here. Yeah, okay. PKK chart, yeah. 56. $100. No. That's a big number. Let's look for $5. I'll be happy if it goes to $5 or even $7. Yeah, earnings. I'm not like I don't even care about their earnings, right? I mean, because they're not quite at the point where the earnings is the key thing. Maybe in about 6 months they're going to be earnings stories. Right now they're purely growth stories. In 6 months they will be focused on earnings. Okay, you got into Nikola cheap. Yes, we need 2 10x back to back. Okay, so this is part of our fast lane strategy. Again, the fast lane strategy, which we talk about in one of our live streams, is to get into our 10 baggers on the ground floor. You make 10x your money. You get out, maybe you make 15x your money or 5x, whatever the number is. You parlay that into the next 10 bagger or 20 bagger or whatever it is. So now you're rolling that, and you do that. Maybe if you could do it 3 times, you could turn 10 grand to basically 10 million. We talked about that. 10 grand becomes 100 grand. 100 grand becomes $1 million. That's 2 trades. That's only 2 trades. And you do 3 trades, and that million can become 10 million. If you have 3 10 baggers in a row, somebody's going to do it. Dwight, is it going to be you? Let's see here. You never know. You know what? You never know. You got to be kind of humble with these things. 125,000. You got 125,000 shares of fans. When are you going to get 10 Lambos? We'll find out. We're going to find out. Okay, so we're looking at Visby. Visby's looking good, all right? Looks like we'll see some new highs. Let's look at Cloud. I'm going to use the US chart again. I'm going to look at the 10-day. No, we get the 1 year first. Okay. This chart, it's really amazing. It's kind of like doing all these like head fakes on people. it's kind of breaking out, then it stalls, it breaks out, then but you notice the last couple of days, it just keeps opening at a hard price, gets sold off for the day, but it's not too bad. So it's like the stock, well, the good news is it does not want to go down. CloudMD does not want to go down. That you can see here. It's very obvious. So the question is, does the stock want to go up? Yeah, look at this chart. It's so crazy. It's so bizarre. I think CloudMD is looking for an excuse to go up. So we're waiting for catalyst. You got to basically, it's like, look, you're like a surfer in the water right now. You just kind of, you got to like wait for that wave to come in. You get these like little waves and you can jump on them and, you know, you kind of see if they're going to move, but they haven't panned out yet. You've had these like little waves that have been fake outs. But I think we're going to see that big monster wave shortly. That's what it looks like to me. I think once we get a close above $2, you get a couple of consistent closes above $2, then at $2.25, you'll see some real action in this stock. Earnings. Okay. Yeah, I'm not even worried about their earnings. Again, I don't think it's an earnings story just yet. Also, it's maybe in about 6 months. I mean, because they will have, I think people are going to, what's our next TenBagger stock? Well, we're going to debut ESE Entertainment tomorrow. ESE is the symbol of TSX Venture. Had a monster day today. If you would have been a subscriber to our Telegram channel, go to Telegram. There's actually a link to the Telegram app in the video, like in the at the bottom of our video. At the bottom of our video, there's links to our Telegram, Discord, website, Twitter, all that stuff. So you gotta subscribe to that, and you could have made a lot of money today. Yeah. They're going to be on tomorrow, ESE. And then we're going to have another company. We're going to have one more. We're going to have 2 debuts this week. It's going to be very exciting. We're going to have another debut on Wednesday. I think both companies have TenBagger potential written all over them. And it's going to be very exciting. And we're still in the midst of TenBagger. I believe TenBagger moves in cloud, in peak fintech, CBDT, ICANN. Let's look at ICANN. Iconic brand. Here we go. Yeah, I mentioned this before. This stock, this chart is just like, this thing is like a very mellow. It's just like their product, right? It makes you mellow. You smoke that that ganja gold, and it makes you just mellow. Their chart is just a very mellow. This thing is like just wants to double, triple. Yeah, it's just going to go up in a nice mellow way. That's what it looks like. And but it might go crazy. You never know. But right now, it looks very, very chilled out. Like it just keeps climbing with the short breaks. Today, another day where it looked like you might have had a little bit of a pullback, but closed near the high. So they're going to be on tomorrow. You can ask your questions to Brandon, the CEO. He'll tell you everything that's happening there. Talk about the earnings, all that stuff. Okay, now let's look at fans. Wow. What an amazing chart. I mean, I don't think it gets better than this, guys. Really, this is like, it's as good as it gets. I mean, this is like a monster chart. What I love about this chart is it's not going like completely crazy parabolic, like a straight line, where that indicates just mass speculative blow off top. It's had a couple of pops, but it's done in a measured way. Today's price action is super bullish. I think we could see a monster move next couple of days. I mean, this thing could go to $1.50. $2, like that. This could be a $2 stock, you know, like that snap of the finger I just did. Just like that. It could be a $2 stock. Amazing looking chart. I mean, this is one of those rare charts. Let's look at the 10-day just to see. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this thing is just keeps plugging up. Trend keeps going up. See, trend even on pullbacks, it just bounces right back. It's resilient. I mean, this is like, again, we're talking about, it's like this racehorse. It's like a thoroughbred. It just wants to go up. Yeah, this is a monster stock. Super momentum. Look at this here. I mean, this is, I mean, it's very rare you're going to see a chart like this. Very rare. This is like a chart that is just pure explosive momentum. Hang on a second. Let me see. Dwight. Both cloud and well, yeah. Okay. Hang on a second. Where's my man Dwight? Fans Unite exploding. I think that guy, what's his name? Calvin. I think Calvin should be at the Lamborghini dealership now. He should be picking out the colors, interior and exterior. I would go with the like obnoxious, like orange, like a tangerine orange, and like you know, green leather interior. Like a lime green leather, you know, just so it stands out. I have no thoughts. I have no input. I have no, I don't even care about their earnings. They're not important to me right now. It's the growth story right now. ESE, they're going to be on tomorrow. Ganja Gold. Has anybody here tried Ganja Gold? Do we have anybody who's done due diligence on the Ganja Gold? Oh, you like that? Yeah, very basic. We keep it, you know, it's very simple. You don't need all the crap, the indicators. That's for like kids. Lime green leather. I would go with the lime green leather. Gilbert St. Eve. 50,000 shares peak. 75,000 shares. Fans, dude, you're in the money. You should be making a super chat, a $5 super chat donation here. Michael Bio. Which stock? Doc Fun. Yeah, right. You got all the stuff is making money right now. Doc earnings. I think they're out, yeah. Okay, so let's look at which stock do we need to look at today. Yeah, Empower is up. Peak is up. Container Guys owns Peak at 56 cents. That's Canadian, right? Whole $100. Come on, man. $100. That's you know, you know, I'm an optimist, but that's 100. You gotta. That's kind of crazy talk. Let's say $5, $7, and then we'll have a conversation after that. Maybe $10. No, I don't think so. No, there's no. There's just normal demand. People are just, the stock is getting discovered. The stock is getting discovered. Investors, mainstream investors, are starting to discover the stock. They're starting to realize the upside potential. That's what it is. They get some monster potential with their casino games now. The online casino games, which are going to feed into the esports, sports betting. You got to join the next live stream or check out some of the videos we have with Scott Burton. They're going to talk about it. Yeah, $5, $7. Yeah, hopefully we'll have this conversation by February. Yeah, a lot of enthusiasm for peak. So the fans chart is amazing. I mean, this is like, this thing just is ready to break out. I mean, it could be crazy. Wow. $100 a share. Okay, send me a thing through Instagram, or my email is at the bottom of this YouTube thing. Yeah, a lot of competitors, iGaming, Penn, yeah, to do, yeah. I think look, it's a pure play. It's going to be interesting. Dwight, you want to join now? I'll send you a link. You let me know if you want to join right now. I'll shoot you out a link right now. Yeah. The Tesla. I mean, we talk about the Tesla. I think is going to go to $1,000 right now, from 500 to 1,000. I'd be shorting the other crappy companies like Nikola, Solo. It's not me, it's the company. Don't say go Jack. go fans. Nothing to do with me. ESC tomorrow. You guys got to check it out. Mike, split these units. Okay, let's take a look at that chart. Amazing chart. Okay, so we announced the debut of ESE, Entertainment Esports. And look at this. Some of you maniacs have been buying. Stock, the average volume, I think, is like 50,000 shares. Today traded 2 million plus shares of volume. Look at this monster gap. I don't think this is going to be filled for a while. I think, and it closed at the high for today. I mean, it closed at the high. I'm sorry, hang on a second. Sorry about this. We're a little bit, we're using this kind of old school chart thing here. Let's look at the 10-day chart. Wow. This looks like, if you did not buy ESC today, you should have ignored. You should have ignored my message saying do not place market orders. No, maybe not. No, I'm kidding. No, this thing looks like tomorrow is gonna break out new highs. I mean, this thing is just gonna explode. That's all. And there's nothing. There's not a lot you can really say about this because it's a very new chart. This company is only trading for how long? A couple of months. So it's a very, I mean, but look at this. Yeah, that kind of reverse head and shoulders. I mean, I think we're going to see maybe a little bit of consolidation, but I think it's off to the races. Join the live stream tomorrow. Find out what this is all about. I mean, I think you'll be very impressed. It's going to be crazy. I mean, this thing could be, it's a very thin stock. It's a very tight. This is not one of these deals with 500 million shares out. So, yep. Okay. Dwight, send me an email through the YouTube. At the bottom of the thing, there's my emails at the bottom. Make sure you're wearing clothes. Don't, it's a video. Okay. I don't think anything. I think their big position is peak. So why would you want, you can just buy peak directly. I mean, why would you want some guys deal with some guys like baggage when you can just buy the pure plays? I mean, IDK, I don't know exactly. Let's see here. Dwight, where does Dwight live? Mystery man. Knows the BC stocks. Is ESE 10x or 5x? When we sign up these companies for this program, we're looking for companies which have 10x upside potential at minimum, and at least something that could double out of the gate. You know, the first month, maybe be up 300, 500% in the first 6 months, and ideally up 10 times, 10x. You know, really 12 months, but you know, it usually should happen in about 10 months. Dwight, I was just in Miami. I was in Sunny Isles for the last week. Sunny Isles. Yeah, this what were we talking about before I get distracted by Dwight? Yeah, so these stocks again. Yeah, we're looking for stuff with 10x upside. I think ESC. There's no reason why this can't be, you know, a $5 stock. You know, what's ESE? ESE is ESE on the TSX Venture or NTEF, ENTEF. Hang on a second. Let me pull up this chart. NTEF. Why is it not coming up? I don't know. It's not coming up. All right, but whatever. It's ENTEF. The big, yeah, big charts. Sorry about this. Okay. Yeah, so this is an amazing chart. Join the live stream tomorrow. You guys should definitely be on our, again, we're looking for 10 baggers only. What does it say here? 10 baggers only. 10 baggers only. Join the Telegram channel. You're going to get the alerts quick, fast, before everybody else, or you're going to miss out. The link is below the video. We're also in Discord. We're on the Wall Street Reporter. Of course, the disclaimer. It's not buy-sell recommendations. These are opinions only. This is not official company information. Purely my opinion. Charts, talking about charts. No company info on this live chat. That you will get direct from the CEOs, not from me. And what else? What else can you say? Yeah, so the companies that we're talking about, ESE, fans, these guys, that they're clients of Wall Street Reporter, we are compensated by those companies. So we have a conflict of interest. Let's see. ESE, yeah, okay. Originally from New York, yes. I am out west right now, but I'm thinking of moving to Miami. Dwight, I was just there. I was looking around, so I might be, because it's the east. It's very hard to do the market hours on the west coast for me anyway. I think Visby could be easily. Well, Visby is already up like substantially, so I think it could be at least 5x from here. 4x. This guy. ESC is 100x in 12 months. You guys are smoking. I think you guys are smoking some of that ganja gold. I mean, you know, I know I'm optimistic, but up 100x. Come on, let's stay with 10x, and from there you can talk to me when you make 10x. I'm excited about all the presentations. Ticker for Wednesday, ESE, and ICAN, ICAN. ESE is what you see right now on the chart, on the screen. You see that? That is 10 baggers only. Again, any of these stocks can go to zero. Do not buy these stocks unless you're willing to lose all your money. I mean, it's like anything else. These are very high risk. Let's see. Is ES? No, it's not. It's completely different. They're in esports. Fans is really a it's a gaming, you know, gambling. Gaming is the polite word for gambling. So fans basically powers gambling technology. So you can bet on esports, on regular sports, but primarily, especially these casino games, these like slot machine type games for, you know, for the kids. And esports is more purely esports related stuff. They got teams, they got all sorts of stuff going on. So it's very different. But if you like esports, you can have exposure to both. So they're not stepping on each other's toes. Okay, do your due diligence first. Don't listen to anything I say. Don't believe anything I say. ESE. You know what? That I could see a couple bucks, you know, relatively quickly. I really do. Paul, I think it's ENTEF. I don't know why it's not coming up. NTEF. I don't know why it's not coming up on the big charts right now. So those are the stocks. What else? What are the stocks do you guys want to focus on right now? We covered, I think, pretty much everything, right? Oh, CBDT. Oh, we talked about CBDT. Okay. Fans. That's it. This was a quick one. All right. So tomorrow we got ICANN, we got ESE. It's going to be on YouTube starting. Yeah, NTEF. Yeah. CRVC. Mr. B, thank you for reminding me. Gold has been under some pressure, so that is taking this thing down a little bit. Guys had some great fundamentals. I think this thing is bottomed. Okay, thank you for bringing it up. You know, sometimes I forget. We get so many different stocks. Not too many, but there's. So, yeah, this thing looks like it's bottomed out right here. Let's look at the close chart. Let's look at a 3-month chart. Yep, kind of a double bottom forming. 10 days. It's not trading enough where you can really see like, yeah, it's not trading. There's not enough action so you can really see something solid on this chart. I would say this is looking pretty good. At 35 cents, I think your risk is relatively limited. Again, this is my opinion, not a buy-sell recommendation. Okay, so this company, they have a major project in Ontario, major gold project, huge. It's almost like it's like a district play, if you guys know what that is. In a historically gold-producing area, there's gold being mined in that area. They got a huge position. All they got to do is now, you know, drill some holes, get that gold. So stock went from 20 cents to roughly 50 cents. So 30 cents. 10 cents. So it's right, you know, it's basically close to a 50% pullback almost. I think we're at the bottom here. I think from here, this thing is positioned to run. Mr. B, thank you for bringing that up. ESC is like the Disney of the internet. That's interesting. Could be. Could be a new Disney. Wow. I'm not going to be in Vancouver for a while. I haven't been there in about 10 years. But I'd like to go once they open the border to the Americans with the coronavirus. SCR, who's SCR? I don't know. Valio, you know, we're not working with Valio right now. Just, I don't know, they're kind of figuring out what they want to do. But I think that stock popped, right? That had a nice pop. Let's take a look at Valio. Steve is a great guy, the CEO. Yeah, it came back down, had a big pop on Friday. I think this thing is going to be going up. I think this is looking very good here. Yeah, I think this thing is going to go up. Valio is, you know, guy knows what he's doing. You know, the chart's looking good. CBII. You want to look at CBII? I'll look at CBII. Oh, by the way, we're gonna have Skylight Help. Why is this not coming up? Okay. Wow. Wow. Look at this. This is a breakout. This is your classic breakout here. Look at this. Where can the stock go? Okay, so I'm looking at this chart. So usually this kind of tail, I kind of usually think that the upside is at least in proportion to the buildup. So you're talking about, look at the length of that. I think this could be a $3 stock pretty quickly. Pretty quickly, this could be $3. Smoked, yeah, oh yeah. Schwartz's Deli. Is it Schwartz's in Montreal? I think yeah, the smoked meat in you know, actually, I had a great everything. All the food was great in Montreal, and the salmon, like the salmon in Vancouver, is amazing because it's like fresh, right from the ocean or something. You know, I think I ate last time I was in Vancouver. I ate at a restaurant in. I was at that show. What is it? One of those mining shows at the hotel on the what is it called? Is it the Pan Pacific? No, is it the Pan Pacific? What it's called? The white kind of building, and at a great like seafood restaurant right in Cole Harbor. This must have been like 2005 or something. It was amazing. I still remember. It was fantastic. It was the best salmon. It was like best. I think it was grilled salmon. Okay, so okay, yeah, Montreal. Yeah, I was there for the jazz festival a couple of years ago. Il Perot. Il Perot. What kind of food is that? Is that like a French? I had a great omelet there. I think it was a restaurant called Beauties. Beauties. It was like a deli, not a like a diner, like a diner called Beauties. I remember that name. It's just an odd name. Okay, we're gonna have in my Lambo. Okay, all right, all right. We'll order the wine. We'll order the wine and make sure it won't be too bad. Maybe a couple of grand, whatever. Ha! Ha! Okay, Francis. I'm not going to show Francis' comment here, but I would agree. I can't show it on the screen because we have to keep this PG rated here. This is a family channel. Massive breakout. Which one? You're talking about CBII? Very good. By the way, guys, join the Telegram channel. We're going to be announcing. Now, you saw what happened with the ESC, right? We're going to be announcing the debut presenter for Wednesday. Wednesday's debut presenter will be announced on Telegram. So make sure you sign up for Telegram. We're going to be announcing it any moment, maybe even right after this live stream. We're going to be at Schwartz's with Lamb. 300% up so far. Which one is that? Which stock? In a month. Which stock is that? Yeah. So we got the Telegram going on. We got Discord. Make sure you're subscribed to Discord, Telegram. Okay, we'll have like a fleet of Lamborghini. I'm not a Lamborghini guy, to be honest with you, but you know, I mean, it's a good looking car. I know it's the Bitcoin. That's the official Bitcoin car, the Bitcoin people's car. Okay, so I think that's it. We covered everything. Tomorrow, ESE, ICANN. On Telegram, we're going to announce the debut presenter for Wednesday. So make sure you check it out. Okay, guys, thank you for joining, and we'll see you on the next live stream tomorrow 12:30 Eastern.